Hey everybody, it's Cory with Utah Dream Properties and Keller Williams. Today I want to talk to you about the question that we've been getting the most from everyone is, what's going to happen in 2025 with the real estate market? Of course, that's a very broad question. The best explanation I can give you is no one has a crystal ball, right? So we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we do have some indicators, so we're going to talk about those. Pick 3 of them out for you to talk about. I've got my computer so that I can give you some good data, make sure that I stay on track for you and don't just ramble. And then also coming out of 2024, a lot of people in 2024 were not sure what to do. They were like, should we buy, should we not? Should we wait and try to time what they call that gap, time frame where interest rates come down a little bit, and then they try to buy a home right at that value before values go back up, because demand is going to hit. That gap is really hard to time. Gary Keller famously says, where's the bottom, bam, too late, and now it's back up here. So what he means by that is trying to time that gap is super difficult. So what we always tell everyone is, and I'll reiterate this later, if you find the right property at the right price for your budget right now, buy the property. And then if interest rates do go down, great. You're not competing with a billion other people for anything. You're just refinancing, taking that lower interest rate. We'll talk about that a little bit more as we go. So speaking about rates, that's the first key point is mortgage rates. Will they ease slightly in 25? All indicators from the big banks are, yes, it probably will ease slightly. So that's the key. A lot of people were thinking that it's going to go off a cliff. It's going to drop like it did 2 or 3 years ago. No one is saying that that's going to happen. As a matter of fact, I don't think the economy could handle that if that did happen. What they're saying is it's going to dip slightly, and all indications are probably go maybe a little bit below 6. We just don't know when that's going to happen. So like I said, trying to time that is super difficult. The second point is, will home prices increase slightly? Well, they very well could, because what they're talking about there is once interest rates do slightly dip and people start buying, of course, once demand goes up, that means prices start to go up. So therefore, you find that little valley and it goes back up. All of the indicators are saying, and these are from big companies that do all the mortgaging and all of that, that they'll probably have somewhere around a 2.6% increase in values this coming year, so 2025. So we can take that for what it's worth. Some places in the country in 2024 came down a little, some stayed the same, and some went up. So we did have a mixed bag in 2024. So on average, I think they're thinking somewhere between 2 and 3% of increase in value this year, which is a good thing. That's good for our sellers and a steady market for our buyers. And then the third key point is, will more buyers enter the market? Generally, yes, if the interest rates start to dip down, most of those people that have been kind of waiting are going to finally say, all right, it's time to hit the button and buy, which will then, of course, create that demand, right? So initially, when they get into the market, they have a lot more product to look at. As more buyers come into the market, the amount of product on the market starts to narrow, and then that means that prices start to go up. That's what they're anticipating if interest rates do slightly dip in 2025. That yes, we will have more buyers in the market. And like I said from the beginning, to summarize all of that, be careful when you try to time that gap of interest rates coming down, prices remaining where they currently are before they go back up from buyer demand. That's something that a lot of people try to do, and it's very difficult to do. What we suggest is, with all of our clients and ourselves, when we buy properties, if we find the right property for the right price for your budget today, fantastic, buy that property. And then if you do get a decrease in rates and it's enough where it makes sense to refinance, fantastic. Refinance at that point, and you're not competing with all of the crazy people that are out there that came off the fence, so to speak, to go buy a house.